Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, July 28th. A look at our impact map for today. A lot going on. I'll break it down. The heat in this lightish red color continues today and Friday and Saturday for many areas, except for areas where deep monsoonal moisture. See the areas in the green dots continuing in the south and eastern portions of the Great Basin. A couple of other things going on. We do have some breezy conditions across far western Idaho. There was some fire activity up in the western edge, and that'll push down into parts of northern Nevada. Another concern, some moisture in the north, not connected directly to the monsoon. Higher base, drier lightning. See the red circles through here mixed with the yellow, a mix of wet and dry, especially Thursday and Friday. And as we dry out Saturday, new and emerging fires are a possibility. Lots of lightning in our southern and eastern areas, but again, lots of precipitation, higher humidity. We did have some new fire starts. They stayed pretty small in that monsoonal air mass. One larger fire that popped up in western Idaho. Recent fires in the yellow, so activity picking up in all sectors right now. And last 7 days have been wet here across the southern areas. We see that above normal on the right-hand side. A lot of that above normal has shifted westward into parts of southwest Nevada. But you can see that brick color, dark red. That's where near 0% of normal late July precipitation has occurred. That's where our fuels are the driest. You see that here on the 100-hour fuels, that little bite taken out of that red area, which used to cover much of northern Utah. It's now pushed into western Nevada, parts of Idaho, and up in the Salmon Chalice as well. Now, those are our biggest concerns. We look at some of the fuel charts up on the Payette. They've been climbing up there towards the 90th percentile. Still a fair amount of live fuel moisture up high. So it's kind of a mixed bag there. The lower part of the Payette will be the big concern. But you go further east into the Salmon Chalice, and they are pushing record levels above the 97th percentile. Western Wyoming also, the recent heat, pushing near record ERCs. And that's where we're worried with the possibility of lightning. So we look at the upper level satellite imagery. You see the high pressure arcing up into the southern part of British Columbia, the deep monsoonal moisture to the south and east. A bit of a dry wedge here over some of our recent fires in southern Nevada, southern Utah. Be more sun through there. Could flare up into more thunderstorms later this afternoon, but there'll be some daytime heating. So there is the upper level map for today. The deep monsoonal moisture in the dark green. It is these little blips we see here popping up way up into the mountains of central Idaho, which is our big concern. So we do have high risk scattered through here, and this blip kind of connects to the northern edge of this semi-monsoonal moisture. So we feel here, and even to western Wyoming, isolated to scattered high base thunderstorms a possibility. Also, these northerly winds are terrain enhanced, and they gust a little bit here in western Idaho. Otherwise, just dryness and heat. You see this high pressure center over Mount Shasta, near record heat here in the orange over northwest Nevada. That's not for wind, that's for heat. You can see the low humidities, upper single digits to low teens here in Nevada, low to mid teens in Idaho. The winds here, you can see those winds, the gustiest in that western sliver of Idaho. Otherwise, higher humidities further south and east in that monsoonal air mass. We see that monsoonal air mass through here. Higher base thunderstorms as you get into central Nevada, but it's these little blips you see through here in Idaho into western Wyoming, where thunderstorm coverage could be combined with very little moisture reaching the ground level. Now on Friday, same story, the monsoonal moisture being shifted a bit further south. Again, some moisture flaring up in a northwest flow across parts of the central mountains of Idaho to western Wyoming. We've high risked a smaller area, an area where the fuels are the driest. Other areas will have cloud cover, higher humidity, maybe going wet a little bit. We have high risk for breezes still in western Idaho and high risk for near record heat and dryness across northwestern Nevada. You see the low humidities in Nevada, single digits in the north there, and still a lot of low teens in Idaho. This 33% RH here. This is mainly localized due to smoke from the Moose Fire, not representative of the overall air mass, but the higher humidities in the south and east are of the monsoon air mass variety. We see the winds on the left. These orange areas, gusts approaching 30 miles per hour from the north. These purple shades you see here are brief outflow boundaries from thunderstorms. They will be brief, but they could gust to over 40 miles an hour. You see the precipitation again, a bit more widespread, so a mixture of wet and dry up here in Idaho, And again, these thunderstorms for the 10th or 12th day in a row here, not creating much of a risk for large fires and ignitions at the present time. On Saturday, monsoonal moisture stays to the south and east. We have high pressure building in, a strong high here centered over northwest Nevada, and dryness also pushing into Idaho. So this could be a concern where we start seeing those lightning strikes emerging into new fires. We have high risk for heat, again, in parts of northwest Nevada into parts of Idaho as well. Low humidities in northern Nevada into parts of Idaho, high humidities in the south and east. The winds still have that northerly component, not critical, but maybe 12 to 22 miles an hour. So any fires that develop could have the potential take off. 3-day precipitation totals, you see that deep plume of monsoonal moisture, lots of stuff into Arizona and into southern Utah as well. These bluish shades, a ½ inch to an inch of precipitation, but these lighter shades of green, a couple of hundredths of an inch, maybe a tenth, that is producing that mixture of wet and dry. On Sunday, monsoonal moisture lingers as a strong tropical system down in the south, robbing some of the monsoon. Now we're watching this trough of low pressure through here a little bit. We still have the heat lingering across here with our high risk. And then on Monday, this trough of low pressure starts ingesting some of this monsoonal subtropical moisture, and we start getting more widespread showers and thunderstorms in the green through here. We haven't issued high risk yet, still trying to digest how widespread these storms will be, how wet versus dry. So we'll take one event at a time. And this moisture shifts from west to east as we go into Tuesday. And then Wednesday, finally, drier air starts coming in. So it might be on this day we see breezes, drier air, maybe new startups from recent lightning. But you can see how much of the area, especially in the south and east, has really moistened up on our 7-day outlook. 7-day precipitation totals given through here. You can see quite robust moisture across the southern half of Nevada, much of Utah. Could be a temporary pause in the fire season through there, but lighter amounts and definitely more concern up in Idaho and western Wyoming. The 8 to 14 day, the image on the right says it all. The monsoon is expected to be not just very active, but pushing much further north into southern Idaho. So that monsoonal wet pattern will continue for the foreseeable future. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.